What else? Actually, I was pointing to Joshua.
In response,
Huh?
in response to what Aaron was saying, I'm sorry, in response to what Brian was talking about, how the federal government has shut down, for the most part, universities being able to do their research, that's fine, that's understandable. Information is free. Point them in the right direction, because that's all universities do. They're going to send you in the libraries to get your degrees for the most part. You do your work, you do your field work, and everything you need to do to get your degree. You should have did the information on your own. Professors don't want to shove the information in your throat. So through these chapters that we had, TWU, more UNT, excuse me, UNT, I believe UT Arlington has a chapter. I'm not 100% if they do, but I know Texas State does. That's where I go. That's where I was studying. We have presences. We have a presence at these schools. That's how we have to educate. Like David said, we can't rely on the university.
Right. Yeah, education comes in many forms. Absolutely. Our biggest as normal is word of mouth.
Yeah. Well, why would we have a government that doesn't want to hear what our academic
because
it says is best for society? I mean, am I crazy here? Or somebody pinched me here. I'm sorry.
They're not speaking loud.
Yeah, right.
It stopped making sense a long time ago.
Yeah, they did. They shut down Ocean.
Okay. Colin?
We've got the Libertarian Party of Texas Convention coming up on June 8th, 9th, and 10th. And many people have already committed to volunteering for the event. Thank you also very much for those of you that have. I've kind of put it out in like 4-hour segments. If you said you'd show up at a time, please show up at that time, and then, for however long you can stay. We're going to have a table set up. But the people that are running the convention, they also need some things done, running errands there within this, at the convention and doing a few other things. But I do have a couple of open time slots available that we can still use a few more people. So afterwards, if you're willing, available all day on the 9th and half a day kind of on the 10th.
Yeah. How you doing, Sean?
How's it going, Alan?
Alan Patterson, chair of the Tarrant County Libertarian Party. Hello, Will. Hello, hello, hello. This is, I think, our 4th event together. This is awesome.
Yep.
We do need your help. I apologize for being late.
No, come on up.
Come up here.
Yeah, seriously.
Thanks.
You guys have to know Alan because Alan has really opened up a lot of opportunities for our organization. So come on up here, Alan.
How y'all doing? This is great. Sir, as you said, it's going to get ugly in the next 4 years. Be ready for it. Number 2, this is awesome. I apologize for being late so much. I wanted to get here a little early. I don't know if you've seen the Fort Worth Weekly this week.
So
We're in it.
they didn't mention normal.
Yeah. Sorry about that. They take an approach that's going to bring the most information, like you were talking about, education to the most people in a way that will be digestible for them. It was a really good article. Check it out wherever you go. Fort Worth Weekly this week. Really good article about Dr. Alan Dean. I hope you'll invite him to speak sometime. It was awesome. Susie Wills, Drug Policy Forum of Texas. That PowerPoint, I've downloaded it. I'm trying to memorize it. It was an awesome thing, awesome event. This man here, wherever he leads you into battle, follow him. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
The 8th, 9th, and 10th Libertarian Party State Convention. We have an awesome Senate debate the night of the 8th, kicking off at 7 o'clock. I'm helping write the questions. If you got any, every candidate up there is going to be favorable to your cause. So go off into other issues, okay? We'll have that one covered. The 9th and the 10th, we need your help. We need people to take tickets. We need people to help herd delegates in different directions. We need people to count votes. Larry Talley, right? Sorry we missed you. How's your daughter's scholarship going? Good. Larry was going to be one of our speakers at this event a couple of Thursdays ago. Couldn't make it. He's working on scholarships. I've got a daughter at A&M. I feel your pain. Libertarian Party has been with you guys since the early 1970s. I would have to look it up to see who was in there first. We support you. You support us. Anything but a Libertarian Party vote is a wasted vote. You can count it. Libertarian Party of Texas. You'll find it there. We need your volunteers. Please sign up.
Like you said, this is, I think, our 4th event with them. I don't know if you guys know the name Gary Johnson. Have you guys heard of him? I went to dinner with Gary Johnson because we've kind of hooked up with the Libertarian Party. They helped make that happen, and so I got to go to a private dinner with this man who could be a president and talk about weed at the Riata. You know, it was something special. And every opportunity that we have to get political, we should take it. You know, we were at the Ron Paul rally in Fort Worth. God, how many people even came to that thing?
3,000, 4,000. It seats 1,800. They had another 200 running down the aisles.
Okay, so it was to the point where they were actually worried about the weight load upstairs. And we were there. You know, we didn't have a table necessarily, but we were there, 13 or 15 of us, all in normal shirts in the front, you know, in the middle, you know, doing our thing. And every opportunity we have to do this type of thing, I think that we should take it. So, anyway, we're ready?
Quick question, casual or normal gear?
It feels like we should kind of be dressy, huh? You know? It seems like that would be a good opportunity
Casual, business casual.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like not t-shirts necessarily.
Jeans and a collar.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, wear a collar.
You know,
Yeah.
what looks good too is if you have a coat and dress pants and a little shirt underneath that.
Ah, nice. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so Larry?
Yeah, just
Come on up.
Thanks. Yeah, first of all, Sean has done a great job since he's only been here since October last year. You guys believe that? This is how much we've grown since then. So this is incredible. I got a question to ask. How many people? I'm just curious. I want you to stand up, and I don't want to embarrass you, but how many people is your first meeting? If this is your first meeting, I want you to raise your hand. I sometimes put out a little bit differently, and I just wanted to welcome you to the National Organization, the Reform for Marijuana Laws, Dallas-Fort Worth chapter. And we are potentially the largest chapter in the country with 7.5 million people here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. We have about 350,000 cannabis users on a monthly basis. So out of that, there's, you know, that's a lot of weed. That's a lot of weed coming to the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. It's coming from somewhere, where it's being grown here somewhere. Anybody know where it is? I want to thank you guys for coming out here. I want to encourage you to continue to come, be part of it. So you can see what this is like. A meeting, we're a pseudo committee of people that this is a very democratic organization. And it's put together in such a way we all get along, we all put these events together, and we always have a core group of people, and we don't want you to be a pew potato. We want you to continue to come and be part of the organization. Please come to the picnic we have, bring your friends. It's
Bring a bud.
fun.
Bring a bud.
Bring a bud. Bring a bunch of buds. Bring some for me too. Yeah, we'll have fun out there. I'll tell you that it is safe. If you've never been out, we just briefly talked about Veterans Park. It's really cool. It's very safe out there. The Arlington Police Department and us have a very good relationship. They believe in liberty and justice for all. Liberty being the big operative word. Right across the street, though, there's another organization that patrols the area in law enforcement. We'll point that out to you. It's a little more dangerous because they all volunteer. Volunteer cops are dangerous. they volunteer. No, but it's a lot of fun. Come out to Veterans Park. You'll have a great time. It's going to be acoustic music. Hopefully the bathrooms will be open. And you'll have a great time. And then come again to the meeting. Please come to the meeting. We don't want our numbers to fall just because we're switching a location. We want to attract more people. We want you to come. We want you to continue to be part. And something else we didn't really talk about, there's products over there.
That was going to end with this type of stuff.
With that. I'll leave that time. Thank you guys again for coming. This is a lot of people.
I wanted to say that if you don't know what Veterans Park is, it's right at the corner of Arkansas and Park Springs, right in front of the DMV.
Yes, and don't get lost. Please don't be discouraged when you go to the park and you think you're out of your mind and you can't find us. We're there. You're just not in the right spot. Just follow the smell. Look for marijuana flags. You know, it's just smelling eventually. And pay attention to our website because there can be explicit directions. We want to see everybody there. It's always a great time. It's between noon and 6. Just stop by, bring something, enjoy yourself. So again, thank you all. The new folks that are out here.
Guys. I'm going to really quickly explain what we got going on here because it's different and you should know about it. First off, what do you guys think of this flag right here? This, that's made out of 100% hemp summer cloth and hand stitched by a woman named Vanessa. She has a company named Rogues Rags and she supports us. And so she did this for us. I don't know if you guys saw the luchador masks that were on the flyer. She made 10 of those. We got like 4 left. But she loves what we're doing. So one day she emailed me and she was like, hey, will you guys send me your logo because I want to experiment with something. I said, all right, cool. The next day she sends me pictures of ashtrays she laser etched our logo into. And
With her eyes.
And also, with her eyes, a beer mug.
That's what you need on a softball field.
Plastic.
Okay.
But so, yeah, she just kind of made these up, doing her own thing, you know, contributing in her own way, which I encourage everyone to do. But so she gave us a big load of this stuff to sell on consignment. So if you're interested in this, what did we?
15 for ashtray, 20 for the mug.
Okay, so yeah, just remember that that's going to a good cause. Okay, so
You're not buying, you're donating.
would she do a what? I'm not going to speak for her, but I mean, Larry. So really cool. I think, does this make us the only normal chapter selling glass?
Yes.
I think so.
I think there was one selling those little, like mason jars.
Oh yeah, the nut jugs.
Yeah.
Nope, we're better.
And
Yeah, so
Georgia.
okay, so all right, well, so we're one of the first to sell normal glass, so it's kind of a way of, you know, skirting the law a little bit because normal is not going to let us sell longs, but they'll let us sell this. So just a cool opportunity to do something different. So I'm going to do one other product that I want to tell you guys about here. Is that safe? All right, so have you guys, if you're on Facebook, you probably, like marijuana pages, you get advertised to this company, I'm sure, by this company. They're called Versativa. Have you ever heard of that brand?
Yes.
Or you may know them as Forever Green. So recently they hosted a screening in Dallas of Hempsters, which, you know, we went to, and we actually met some Waco Normal members out there, and it was cool in the parking lot, just saying. And we watched the documentary, we got to meet some of the people that were there, and more importantly, we got to meet Versativa. Now this is a company that obviously is with us, think about what their name is, and they were super friendly to us right off the bat. So they're a company that sells hemp-based nutritional type things. You know, they sell like body wash and, you know, all kinds of stuff. A lot of great products, and we got to try a bunch of them. So great, in fact, that I was like, you know what, let's be a distributor. It costs $30. It's like, the organization can pay for us to be a distributor and make a connection with this company because I want to do business with this company. This is a business that's spending money in a positive way, doing their own resources. Hempsters, they had a documentary at the Lakewood. They paid for that to make that happen. So this is a company that I knew that I wanted to do right by. So we went in there and bought, you know, a distribution, $30. And bought like a $50 order of just stuff to basically get us started. To see if this is the type of product that, you know, when we go to events, not only are we selling normal stuff, we're selling hemp products as well. To, you know, get people excited about the possibilities because this is really actually some delicious stuff. Now this right here is called Inspirin. I am not a spokesperson for this. I don't know it very well. I can just read a couple of the different things about this. Actually, this is not the paper that I was looking for. Hey, that one. That's the one.
It's got a whole lot of crap in it right there.
Yeah, okay. There was just a couple of bullet points that I wanted to...
Wait, there's another one right here.
Well, okay, so basically this contains all kinds of different, like, really positive things for you, as well as hemp. And it's just like a little gel pack, like you know, Gatorade or something like that. And so the number here, I think we may have enough for the class. So I brought samples. If you guys want to try this stuff, then there's some for you over here after the meeting. You know, let us know what you think. Is this the type of thing? Should we branch out and sell more than just stuff branded normal? I think that it makes sense for us to sell hemp stuff. And it would definitely open up our potential when we go to these events. It's not just our stuff that we're pushing. All of us a sudden. Just kind of in the perception of the person walking up to that table for the first time. They're like, oh wow, they got this business supporting them, they got this business supporting them, why am I not supporting them? So, just kind of setting it up for them.
A lot of misconception with people that are non-smokers, they think DFW NORML are only pot smokers. We need to represent the fact that marijuana can change our nation. It can change the people. It can change everything, our health, our food. And we need to promote those businesses that will take the time, take the money, and the energy to do that, to promote that. Because it's easy to, to mass produce and make a lot of money off of something. It's hard to have accountability and respect for others. I can't remember the other word I was thinking, but that's what I wanted to add.
Okay, so with that, I think that we get the pleasure of letting out a little bit early. Oh shit, actually, one last thing. Okay, so 2 days after Cinco de Moto, I don't know if anybody saw the video, but I gave a speech that I personally find very inspiring. It's from a movie called The Great Dictator, starring Charlie Chaplin. And it's just a very moving speech. And so give the speech, I'm super nervous, make it happen, it's a success. 2 days later, this dog shows up at my door. And just super sweet, and I've always had sort of an affection for naming girl animals boy names. I've got a cat named Harvey, and a cat named Andy, and so I just like that. I'm weird, and so it also helped, the fact that she was black and white, and Charlie Chaplin was kind of black and white, at least the way that I will always remember him. And so we took this dog in, and she is so lovable, and I fell in love with her the first night, and I was like, "There's no way in hell that I'm not keeping this dog." And we've got 3 cats and a pit bull. And a son, and my brother lives with us. So that's a lot of asses and mouths already. So, as much as I wanted to, I knew that it wasn't the right decision for us to keep this dog. And she kind of let me, do it for 2 weeks and let me experience the fact that, this is not right for us. And basically let me learn. And I have learned. And while it pains me greatly, I am proud to announce that Charlie is our first normal pet adoption pet. This is something that we've been talking about for a while. Loretta and I have talked extensively about this, that we should be doing things that are totally unexpected for marijuana reform activists. And how many people are going to hate on a pet adoption by a bunch of peace-loving pot smokers? It's one of those things that they're like, well, that's just cute and awesome. And so when we get people talking about us and legalization in that way, to me, it's progress. And so my son, I did not drive this in any way. The first week we had her, he was like, "What's her middle name, Dad?" I was like, I don't know. I have no idea. I got as far as Charlie, and then I thought I was done. And he's like, "Well, how about Green?"
Charlie Green.
Charlie Green. I said, "Well, son, why Green?" He was like, "Well, you're in that normal group, Dad. And plus it's my favorite color." I'm like, all right. Okay, so, we got her a collar. We got her this like $30 leash. She comes with food. She's really sweet around cats and kids. Which I noticed she has slept every night in my son's bed with him, that he is with us. We have shared custody with his mom. But every night that he's been with us, she has snuggled with him. She's the type of dog that's like, "Lay here." And she goes, "All right, I'll lay here. Here? All right." Put her head down on you. And, just kind of go to sleep. Just super sweet. And we hated the idea of just turning her loose, putting her back out into the world. It didn't feel right to me. And it felt like our normal family, which, let's be clear, that's what this is now. This is a nonprofit group, but the people that are in this room, that are standing up here in this front row, these people over the last year have become my closest friends. I consider these people that are up here with me my allies, my family, and so I would like you guys to consider NORML your family from here on out. I mean, we're the type of people that, we're with you, man. We support you. We just want you to support us back. So, this Charlie, she is free to a good, normal home, all the stuff that comes with her. I would love to find her a home. She would really hate to take this dog back home this evening, but if that's what we have to do, then that's what we're going to do. Yeah?
Yeah, I got to check with the people that own the house that I'm staying at, but I know they've been wanting a dog.
Okay, but you mean, I'm going to interview you because I love her.
Yeah, we need
Okay, yeah. yeah, we'll do that. Would she be an outside dog or an inside dog?
Run around outside, you know,
It's hot, man.
There's
There's a lot of shade.
No, I'm not saying like leave her out in the backyard. I'm
Okay,
saying,
well that's what I mean by outside dog or inside dog. She poops outside, but, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just don't want to give her to somebody who's going to let her sit out in the backyard
No,
for the
no,
hottest
take her
goddamn
apart.
summer that we're ever going to have in Texas. That's what's coming. So, alright, if you guys want to talk further about the pet.
You don't have anybody want to take her home, you know, keep her in our house.
Temporary, so yeah, I mean, that's
But she would
Temporary
have to
5
be
years.
short.
that's actually what I expected. I didn't necessarily expect to find a home right off the bat for her. The idea was that, you know, we're a family. If somebody else could take this dog for a few weeks, you know, while we're trying to find a new home, you know, and make sure she goes to a good home. That's kind of what we're looking to do.
And she's good with other animals. She has become besties with our pit bull.
Yes. Yeah, and they are heartbroken, I assure you, about this. She's kind of house trained, but I mean, she's a very puppy. She seems like she's about a year old. I have no idea what she is, maybe corgi. But very puppy-like. She nibbles a little, but she listens well. She hasn't chewed up anything in the house, except the toys that were hers to mess with. So, you know, she's going to need training. She's a dog.
She's going to need shots.
She's going to need shots. I would encourage you to spay or neuter your animals in all cases. But she would be no exception. But, you know, it's an opportunity for us, you know, if somebody adopts this animal, that goes on our website. This is what we did. This is one more thing that we're doing as an organization. Our website's on the most forward-facing advertisement for what we do. And if we continue to put amazing things that we're doing as a group, as a family on that website, these meetings are going to continue to grow and we're going to make some serious progress. So, with that, if there's no other...
One other thing, let me again remind everybody, tonight we've got this event going on down in Deep Ellum. I think we're tabling it, we're getting contributions from people to come in and everything else. We're going to have a truth car out there. And if I'm getting it right, I think it's mostly electronic music.
It's hip-hop versus dubstep.
Yeah, so it's going to be electronic music. For those of you that really haven't, we've been getting a lot of growth in this organization from the electronics community. I mean, people that scene, that crowd of people, which is really our piece.
They're so excited. Wow, good to see you, man.
Yeah, we've had with the trading card and stuff like that. We've had a lot of growth, a lot of people. So if you really, I was pretty ignorant of the whole scene up until a couple of years ago. It's interesting. I mean, it's cool. It's good music. It's out there. I'm sure it's great to be on the roof. So for like me, I got bad hearing anyway, so I kind of protect my ears. But there's obviously going to be a place to get away from the music. But if you like it loud, oh yeah.
Did we figure out
Oh, anyway, we'll see.
They are serving alcohol at it. There's going to be a keg there, so I'm assuming it's 21 and up.
There's going to be a couple of kegs. It's not 21 and up only, and they're not selling alcohol. It is by donation only.
Oh, okay. Say this. 18 plus.
18 and up.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not selling.
What is the name of the club again? Is it right here?
It's not a club. It's the
Yeah, BYOB. It's a BYOB.
Hey, Will, it's a BYOB.
What is it? What's it called again?
30.
It's not close. It's
I mean, you said some studio.
It's the Deep Ellum On Air studio.
Can we donate our own?
3200 Main Street.
3200 Main Street in Dallas.
Hey, if you can't find a pop card out up front, I'm sorry.
Just look for the smoke coming from the roof.
We donated, hey, let's order, damn it. I will sit my iPad, we donated a keg, Deep Ellum On Air. They help us out. We like to help them out. It's a great opportunity for us to go out. If we go out and force at any event, we just continue to look better than the people attending the event.
And it starts at what, 9, isn't it? 8?
Yeah, so there's time, you know, go out and support a good cause, support good people. They're an independent radio station, man, alternative media. You know, they're talking about giving us a show on their station. And so we're going to do that tonight, I guess. Will's going to be, you know, he did the radio thing yesterday. I think he's going to do it tonight.
There's not going to be a live interview tonight. We're going to schedule our segment, a normal segment on their radio station.
And so we will have access to that content from our website. We'll have talk radio about weed coming from Dallas-Fort Worth on our website. Somebody better to be heading that up than Will. Will if you've never really talked to Will about this, he is a shit talker. He can just talk this shit in circles around people, and it's the type of personality that I always want people to kind of bring to their activism, because a lot of times people are going to shut you down, and he's not having that shit. And so it's just really cool that he's shown an interest in it. It was kind of always part of my plan to get him on the radio to talk about this stuff, because he inspires me when we talk about it. And so this is a guy that I talk every day about NORML too. And so I'm just awesome opportunity for Will, and I think he's going to kick a lot of ass at it. So. With that, I think motion to adjourn.
Yes.
Fucking, we're out of here, people. Buy something and support us. And hang out because we'll be on the patio.